Working on the C3 again. Yesterday I left a mess here, changed the transmission filter, changed the transmission fluid, and that seemed to help a lot with the slipping issues that it had. Basically felt like the converter was not engaging immediately, had to get up to 2,000 RPMs, 3,000 RPMs, and then it'll start moving slowly. So it has 57,000 miles, changed the transmission filter and the fluid, and that kind of did the trick. So I guess the previous owner never did the transmission service on it. It's done and it drives a lot better. But this car has aftermarket headlights, so today I'm gonna be installing the halos. I'm gonna make sure the halos work. Here's the positive and negatives for that. It should be easy, relatively easy. Trying to figure out, I believe this is the connector for the corner lights, which I could wire into, because you don't want the halos turned on whenever your headlight's on. So you could hook it up to your corner lights. As you'll see, you don't need the ignition on to have them on, so you literally just pull this once, and then you basically have your corner lights on. And with that, you're able to hook up your halos, and then you'll have them working both. So you actually want to check which one's the blinker as well, because you hook it up to the blinker, you can maybe make the halos start blinking as well. So I need the key for that, so let's figure this out. So with that, you might be able to make the halos run off the blinkers. It looks like they all go hooked up to this right here. This is the negative, one of these is the positive, and then the other one has to be so we gotta figure out which one goes to which side, and I'll hook up this one to the blinker so only one of them flashes, not both of them, because that'll look kind of weird. So we could actually make this one blink, and then this one will stay on, because you can tell there's dual filaments on the turn signals. So there's 3 wires going to it, and if we figure out the right connection, we can have blinkers on the halos. So let's see what type of magic we can do. Is that a spider? A cool looking spider. What's up, bud? Voltmeter. So guessing this is the ground, obviously. This is connected to the chassis. So the bottom one is ground, and one of these has to be the signal for the solid, and then one of them has to be the blinker. So let's figure out which one is which. Like that. So bottom for this is ground. Corner lights are on? No, they're not. Anyways, nothing. Top one, this one. So that's the daytime running lights, and then if I turn this one on, the middle one should be the blinker. So let's see. Obviously, there's not enough resistance in the circuit. It's tripping out. But let's see. Yep, that's the blinker. So middle one is the blinker. I'll take a picture of that just to make sure that's good enough. Now to the supply store. Now we need these little connectors. I could put on top of this one, get the ground for both of these, and then these positives will go to one here and then one here. Obviously gotta figure out which one is which, but that should be good enough. All right, so we're back. We got the parts that we needed. We're gonna put some Y connections onto the blinker side, and then for the negative, we're gonna just use these little ring terminals, and those will go straight to the chassis. So it's gonna be easy. Go ahead and start heating up our soldering iron. One, two. There we go, got both halos working. How cool is that? Perfect. Awesome. Got them working. So as you can tell, they're both on, right here and right here. Obviously daytime running lights. Now it won't turn on with the blinkers, but I mean, still got cool. Oh, let's work on that top. So the issue that we're having is obviously the top is not working. So let's pull this out. That's it.
They sure will, but once you, what I'm saying is this side is super rough. This side is, so when you cut this.
I'm getting in. As you saw, we got the top working, so I'm gonna clean this up, move the car over here, and we're gonna detail this thing so it's gonna look like new. All right, well, spent maybe like 2-3 hours, but it looks great. I mean, definitely there's a difference between before and after. Still dirty. There's a lot of water spots. Definitely needs to be clay barred, the whole car. What I mean, for now, put tire shine on. That's as good as it's gonna get for now. I want to put this thing on. So first, you get in the car, lower both your windows, unlatch it from up here, and put in the e-brake. Engine on. There. Oh yeah, cool. Well, then you push the button. But there you go. That's how you put the roof down on this car. How does this go? This goes in here. Is that it? It's been in there too long, that's why. Now we're ready to drive. Now we got to test the headlights. We got the halos on. Yes, sir. Yeah, that looks nice. Very, very nice. Oh, let's go ahead and test drive the car. I mean, this thing's literally a go-kart. It's literally like the better Miata for, you know, for everything. Obviously the Miatas are a little bit more affordable than buying this. This is probably like a $12,000 car. But nevertheless, it's a great vehicle for the money. And it's luxury, you know, it's a BMW, so you get to experience what luxury, a little bit more luxury than just Japanese or JDM half put together cars, you know. Not half put together, but definitely lower quality cars, you know. Those are kind of more you can just turn easily. It's a breeze for it. That's the thing about BMWs, man. They're basically all of them are based off race cars. So obviously they started with the E30 platform, and then obviously the E21 beforehand. But after that, it's just been race car inspired cars. So I mean, obviously this is not a race car by any means, but it's definitely a 2.5 liter, which is not the 1.8. So it's got a little bit more power to it compared to the regular 1.8 liter. So I mean, it handles great, cannot complain. This one has 57,000 miles on it, so it's nearly nothing for this drivetrain. These drivetrains, it's the same drivetrain in the 3 Series, so they'll go up to 200,000 miles. So this is basically a car that will last you more than 10-15 years if you don't daily drive it. Possibly more. I mean, cars tend to last people lifetimes. So this is so there it is. Other than that, this thing needs to be clay barred and buffed, and then it'll be ready for auction. So that's the video series on this car. Thank you very much for watching.